Good day and welcome to another edition of Outside at Genie, where we will be looking at the race meeting today from Durbanville, today the 12th of May. Now, today I saw on the card that the first four races compromised juvenile events over 1,000 meters for fillies and in a normal, and then also for 1,400 meters. Now, you know what my policy is. I cannot do selections because there's no form, and first timers, you saw what happened the other day. They backed this Justin Snape horse into short odds, and then he got beaten by 100-1 stable companion. So if you want to play on these juvenile races, good luck. But I'll give you the betting, and because unfortunately some of those races are included in the pick six and the PAs. So what I did with the pick six that I selected for my members today, I just took the field in both events, because if there's an upset, surely you want to be in the money, you don't want to be out. So yeah, I put together a nice pick six for under 100 rand. I've banked one horse, but if you want to, you can add on to that and maybe play a bigger one. And hopefully the upsets will come in the fourth race. So let's have a look at the first race. Number 7, Persistence, 12-10. She's Beige, 22-10. Gorgeous Masterpiece, 9-2. Coffee Break, 10-1. Escape Plan, 10-1. Captain Mike, 13-1. 18-1, and Better the Rest. Race 2. The betting, number 5, Mercury Rising, 8-10. Nippy Winter, 28-10. Louis Diamond, 6-1. Mams and Toti, 8-1. Social Spirit, 12-1. Penny Trumpet, 16-1. 14-1. Right, 40-1. Red Kite, scratch numbers 2 and 3. In race 3, number 11, Vida Futura, 12-10. Serious Business, 3-1. 5-1. Forever Bill, Back to You, 8-1. Sky God, 14-1. Lord Admiral, 16-1. Sound Barrier, 22-1. Gimme Rough Royalty, 25, and 40-1, and Better the Rest. Then race 4 is number 4, Jet for Time, 13-10. Call It Fate, 15-4. Winter Scout, 4-1. Warm Welcome, 13-2. Silver Slippers, 12-1. Temple Bar, 12-1. 18-1. Pounds Princess. Anything You Love, 40, and scratch number 3, Field of Grace. Then we look at number 5. It's the maiden plate over 50. Number 8, Silver Falcon, 15-20. 55 or 7-2. Mr. Frosty, 9-2. Woodward, 12-1. African Jewel, Royal Jewel, 16-1. Ocean Warrior, 20-1. Douglas, 22-1. Scratch number 5. So let's have a look here at race number 5, where the hot favorite is number 8, Silver Falcon. It is a 2-year-old running against some older horses. They're getting a little bit of a weight advantage, but I think that this horse looks like it's going to be a progressive sort. Ran on nicely last time out, 23.8. Was slow and then start handy and then tired. And I think of a little bit of a good start, better start, this horse will be hard to beat. For my outsider section, I went to Mr. Frosty, but not really outsider. I think it's 92 yards, 92 in the betting, but there's not a lot of horses in this race. And in my pick 6, I've banked at 8, but if you can afford, maybe just pop in number 1, Mr. Frosty. Paul Reeves and this jockey Asby, they sometimes have the knack to, spring a few surprises. And this horse was second to Rascallion on his debut, ran behind Benjamin and West Coast Wonder last time out. And certainly maybe not a donkey, and might have a chance. Then also in this race, you want to look at number 6, 55, Vesagetrix. Also a horse that you might want to include in all of your play. So, but as also a 2-year-old, can also improve. For a moment, there's so many 2-year-olds in this race. For a moment, I thought it's another maiden juvenile plate, but then I saw no, there are a few older horses in this field. So, yeah, Definitely, I think to include number 655, and then obviously number 7, Ocean Warrior, include in your play as well if you want to. But I think we stick with number 8, Silver Falcon. Then we move to race number 6, which is another maiden plate over 1800 meters. And here the betting is as follows. Number 1, Adderbury Lake, 12 to 10. Watch in a Dream, 2 to 1. Respectable Miss, 5 to 1. Song 8 to 1, 14 to 1. Shades of Red. Orange Bell, 15 to 1. And 70 to 1. Serious Fun. Small field again, and hopefully today Alderbury Lake will put it together. I have been not battling, but got beaten a few times. But I think today is the day. Keep in mind that this she was foaled in September. For a moment, I thought it was an early fall, but I see it was foaled in September. Banbury of horse chestnut. Okay. So anyway, I think, but also, What's in a Dream did run also a few good races, but last time they ran, this Alderbury ran second to Love Note, and the Respectable Miss was third, and What's a Dream was fourth. So they're very close to each other, and I think, that the race can be fought out between those three. I have number 4, Song Dynasty, also nicely bred by a German mare. Read it for E. Okay, and surprise. For my picks, I've got 1 and 2, but if you want to, you can include the other as well. 3, 4, and then also 5. There was a lot of talk earlier about this horse in his career, but I see he haven't lived up to it. But maybe today, definitely inclusion in your quartets and trifectas, and maybe the 1800 will suit better. I'm not sure, but another Justin Snape horse. So he's got quite a number of runners today, but I would think that I would think the 1800 meters would suit Adderbury Lake down to the ground, and I'm taking him to win the race. Then we move to race number 7, which is a Phyllis Mares handicap 79. Just have a look here, and the betting is as follows. Number 8, Queen's Club, 22 to 10. Starboard, 4 to 1. Golden Dar, 5 to 1. Alfred's Goal, 6 to 1. 15 to 1. Crimson Princess. Larentina, 10 to 1. 13 to 1. Crusade. River Cafe, 20 to 1. 22 to 1. Rocket Girl, and 25 to 1. Honey Pie. Scratch number 5, Tallahassee. Now we're running here in a C Division 76. And here my first selection is the number 2 horse. Because if you have a look here, he's running in a C Division 76. This horse hasn't run in a C Division since last year, February, or before that. Has been running in B Divisions and A Divisions. Now dropping down to a C Division over 1500 meters. And I think definitely running down in class. I've been running close to good horses, and I think today Larentina is going to go close in winning this race. And then for outsider selection, I'm going with number 1, Alfred's Girl, who's also run against some decent opposition. You can see 87, 88, 79, and has not been far behind. And I'm thinking Alfred's Girl ready to run a good race. The Aussie Nodes is also getting a few winners. I think the other day he got 2 on the card, 2 or 3. If I'm not mistaken, but definitely 2. And then the other outsider selection is number 11, Golden Dar, who ran a nice race after winning a maiden, and can improve on that from a 55.5. But he's drawn 11, so certainly the draw might be a small problem. Durbnvl has got a tight draw. When you draw wide, it's a bit of a problem. Then obviously number 8, Queen's Club, needs to be included. Reach it for Re. And that's Justin Snape has also been running well, but in a little bit lower divisions. And then I also like to look at number 10, Crusade. Used to be with Dennis Dreyer, now with Jeff Woodruff. Has had a few runs. And has run against a little bit stronger here and there, and wasn't, disgraced in doing that. So maybe number 10, Crusade, can be a surprise in this race from a nice draw of 3. Then we move on to the last race, which is the 8th race. It's a maiden plate over 1250. And here the betting is as follows. Number 11, Zambak, 15 to 10. Gailac, You Baby, 50 to 10. Snow Dragon, 9 to 2. Vasal, 7 to 1. Princess of Winter, 8 to 1. Nchinga, 11 to 1. Entwil, 20 to 1. And Longer, scratch number 6 and 8. Now, here in this race, my first selection is the number 2 horse. I like the look of it. Last time out, ran 1.65 behind L'Ami John Jean, but lost 2 lengths and stayed on and ran 23.3, which is in Cape Town, not a bad time. In her first race, ran close to Variety Breeze. There has been winners out of that form. There was 8 runners, 2 winners out of the Celtic Night form. And I think from draw 1, and this being Act of War filly, sure, are they running well, the Act of Wars? I think that Snow Dragon can certainly be a huge factor in this race. And then I also like outsider number 10, Versailles. It's a first timer by Vercingetorix, by Gabool May, Karen Murray for Justin Snape. And I'm just thinking that definitely this horse might be a factor in this race. Also, number 9, the other first timer of Justin Snape, you're going to include all of them into your play, quartets and trifectas. And then also here he has got a favorite, Zambak, that ran well, 2.4 behind Mars Vigilante. But I'm just liking more the look of my selection, number 2. Then also you have here number 8, Ideal Magic. I think that's a scratching. Yeah, that is a scratching, so sorry. Fly to Rio also scratching. Number 6, Casa Rosada. Again, I've got notes, maybe back end of your quartets. Princess of Winter has also shown a bit of space here and there, so also need to be included in all your play. And then Eturial has run 2 nice seconds, but sometimes doesn't run up to it, but with Mbele on board can surprise. So, but my selection here is number 2, Snow Dragon, and Gaelic You Baby. I'm also expecting a big run, and I'm thinking that maybe the finish can be fought out between numbers 1 and 2. So that brings me to the end of a very short preview. I hope I could point you in the right direction and that you can make a bit of money today. And as I always say, break a leg.